I'm getting slower. I'm meant to be getting quicker. Tough mentally today, I tell you that. Yeah, like mate, yeah, London. Yeah, London calling, yeah, I'll be there. Hello. Hello mate, yeah, London Marathon, I'll be there. Good morning, welcome to another day in Kenya. I'm currently out here training for the London Marathon, which is in 18 days, and today I've possibly got one of the toughest track workouts I've ever done. We're heading down to the Kipchoge Stadium this morning, which is about 40 minutes from where we're staying. We're staying at in a 10, which is at 2,400 meters above elevation, and we're dropping down to 2,100 meters, so still pretty high altitude. To the Kipchoge Stadium, which is where the best of the Kenyan athletes tend to train. It's currently a Wednesday, so it might not be as busy as it usually is down there. I think a lot of the Kenyans like to work out on Tuesdays, but the way my training has fallen, we're going down on a Wednesday, so yeah, really looking forward to it. Just had some breakfast, and yeah, that should be enough to carry me through this monster track workout this morning, but let's get it. Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good.
How's it going? Yeah, good mate, how you doing?
Yeah, not
no Gabriel?
And yeah, no Gabriel. No Gabriel.
Sawney.
Yeah, literally kick you out.
Nobody here. Welcome to the Kipchoge Stadium. Today I've got probably one of my biggest workouts in the build up to London. My coach has set me a bit of a Canova inspired session. If you don't know who Canova is, he's one of the probably best coaches that's ever lived. Italian coach, often trains some athletes over here. I think notably from the UK, Emil Corres is coached by Canova. So yeah, today's session is Canova inspired. Yeah, it's 2x3k at around marathon pace, then 3x2k a little bit quicker than marathon pace, 5 by a kilometre at around sort of, I want to say half marathon pace, and then finally 6 by 500 at around 10k pace. So the pace gets progressively quicker as the reps get shorter. So yeah, it's going to be a big one. I think it's around 20 kilometers of volume on the track, so that's going to be plenty of laps. What's that, like almost 50 laps today? So yeah, I can't lie, I'm dreading this one a little bit. Woke up this morning and thought, oh god, this is an absolute monster of a session to tick off. So I'm just going to take one rep at a time, starting at 3k at 3:30, and then I had a 3-minute recovery before the second rep. So just going to take a rep at a time, and hopefully you can get through this big one today and then chill out for the rest of the day. That's the plan. Don't forget the sun cream, otherwise you burn like a crisp. What's the UV up here, like 12, 13, isn't it? Something like that.
Something like that. It's pretty.
Half an hour in the sun and we're cooked.
Pretty red. So got 8x K this morning, last workout before going home. Aim for about sort of 10k pace, which up here thinking is going to be about 3:05s. We'll see how we go. Did a session last night, 3 by 10 minutes. So this is sort of the last bit of work. That altitude, try and get some good benefits, see how the legs feel. But yeah, me and your boy. Yeah, we're going to be good, right?
Yeah. Hopefully he can be back.
Yeah, he lasted 2k on Sunday, so we're going to hope he's going to last a little bit longer today.
Only 8k today.
Yeah, 8k, and you get a rest every 3 minutes. 8 by 1k off 75 seconds. About 3:05s.
1k time, say
75 seconds.
Pace 75.
About 3:05 per
3:05.
k. Yeah, 3:05 per k.
273.
So what's that? 73s, yeah.
3:05, 3:04, progressive.
Yeah. See how we go. Yeah. Representing a Norwich distance squad as well.
Of course.
That's good.
Oh, that's great.
Get Norwich distance squad on the old. There we go.
Up the Norwich. So I am about to get started with my 3k rep. I usually do a little bit more of a longer warm up, but my session is 20 kilometers of volume, so I'm keen to get started so the boys aren't waiting around too long for me. So yeah, first up is a 3k in 3:30 per kilometer.
Eu uso.
Trusty on cloud boom strike. Look at that.
Just finished the first set. I think I averaged 3:33, so a little bit slow, but hopefully that was just the warm-up. It's a long way to go, so I didn't want to overcook it. I got 30 seconds before the second 3K rep, so yeah, let's get after it. I'm already struggling today, which is not necessarily a good sign. I'm hoping I can push through it, but yeah, big miles at the moment, so everything feels a little bit harder. Last big session before starting a taper in, so just gonna try and get through it. Splits might not be what I wanted today, but yeah, let's see if we can get it done.
Finished that, 8x all done. Last session up here done, so yeah, started off first one 305, felt good, so just sort of got 304, 304, 305. Started to bite a little bit as we got to the fifth one, 306, and then just sort of toughed it out to the end. So yeah, felt good. Finished on a couple of 304s, so yeah, I think that's about 5 at 304s, a couple of 305s and a 306 in there. So yeah, good last session to finish on. Looking forward to going home. Ben's still toughing it out. I think he's got a few more reps to go, but yeah, he's out there grinding. So yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Oh, I'm getting slower. I'm meant to be getting quicker. It's not my day today, but yeah, 18 days to go. If I can get through this, start the taper, I'm sure I'll be all right, but yeah, it's tough mentally today, I tell you that. That's the last 1K done. I'm going to try one 500, and if it feels terrible I'm going to call it there, but I'm happy with that. I managed to sort of suffer through it. I think averaged about 3:28 for the 1Ks, which is probably about 10 seconds slower than I wanted, but never mind, got through it. Let's see if I can get some 500s and then we'll wrap this one up, I think, because I am cooked. Two reps. I've got 2 reps. So I just finished the session, 20.4 kilometers, which is 51 laps. Absolutely knackered. Woo! There we go. Got probably the hardest track session. Well, one of the hardest I've ever done, I think. I was absolutely cooked today. I don't know what it was, just couldn't get going, especially on the longer reps. When I got to the shorter reps, I found a little bit more pop in the step, but yeah, big mileage, so the splits weren't quite there today, but I'm really proud of how I pushed through that one, because yeah, mentally I think I was ready to call it a day after the 3K reps, which was only after 6K, and then I just broke it down, just focused on the rep that I was in, and I managed to get through it all. So 20.4 kilometers of running around a track, which was 51 laps. We're now off to Rupert's Mall. I'll break down the session in terms of splits and heart rate data and all that stuff when we get back to camp, but yeah, we're off to the mall now. We go to a place called Java House, which if you've ever been to Kenya is sort of like a Starbucks, I guess is the best way to explain it, but they do really good like breakfast and lunch food, so we're going to head there now to refuel after a big one. But yeah, I'll catch up with the boys and see how they got on as well. So here with the boys, how did your sessions go today? Logan, we'll start with you.
Yeah, good. 8x, couple of 304s, probably 5 304s, couple of 305s and a 306, so yeah, felt good, finished strong. Last one up here, ready to go home now.
You're off home this evening?
Yeah.
Back to Norfolk?
Ready to get to Norfolk, get to sunny old Cromer,
yeah.
Seaside, all the tourists are out, bank holiday weekend next weekend, so that's going to be fun.
Good job. How about you, Simon? How did you get on? First one today?
Yeah, first session at altitude in the track. I did 8 times 1200, 3:30 pace, and then did 8 times 400, about 3:10 pace. Yeah, it's good. So I struggled with the 400s.
I think they were the worst. They were worse than the 1200s.
but my legs don't feel too trash, to be fair,
Yeah.
so that's good.
Well done. And we're all on the road to London, so
Yeah,
we've got
yeah.
18 days now. How we feeling? The nerves starting to kick in?
Yeah, every day, every
I just
day
I just
now.
want one more good long run and then I'll be happy.
Nice.
Get home, start the taper, and then Who
Start to
needs
freshen up now.
Kipchoge, Kamwara and Salway when you've got Ben, Simon and Logan, right?
And on that note, let's get to Java House. Oh yeah, this is what we're talking about. In the absence of Gabriel Smith, this is for you, mate. So I'm back from the mall. That was a real tough workout today down at the track. I think in marathon training, sometimes you've just got to battle through the fatigue, especially in the peak weeks of training, which is what I was in. This week, next week, I'm looking ahead at the taper and I'll start to freshen up, do some shorter sessions with a little bit more speed focus to sort of sharpen up ahead of the race. But yeah, I just wanted to share a proper sort of the reality of marathon training. Some days I'm absolutely cooked, but I still try and battle through. And yeah, I know it will all be worth it come race day. So yeah, if you're currently training for a marathon yourself and you have days that you struggle, then just try and dial into effort and do what I did today. Take each rep as it came. And yeah, try and get through it rather than sort of looking at the whole session as a whole, because yeah, to be honest, after the 3K reps today, I was ready to call it a day, but I managed to stay mentally present, get through the work, and yeah, I'm happy that I managed to get through it. So if you want to go check out the stats, I'll leave a link to my Strava and the workout below. But before I end today's London calling, a big thanks to the sponsors, Soar Running. I was wearing their half tights and vest top, which is exactly what I'll be wearing in London. The vest top will be a little bit different. I'll be wearing my Chelmsford singlet because I'm starting in the championship wave. But yeah, a few people submitted some questions on last week's episode that I thought I would just quickly answer. So the first one is, do you think you're training at the appropriate intensities for a 2:20 marathon for London? So yeah, this person messaged me. I think they were concerned that maybe I wasn't trying hard enough. But when you train at altitude, you have to kind of adjust your paces because of the lack of oxygen. So I think a lot of websites will say around 15 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds per kilometre is the sort of adjustment that you have to make when you're at altitude. So for example, a 320 per kilometre will be a 305 back home. The longer the rep, the bigger the adjustment that you need, and the shorter reps, sort of like 400 metres, you don't really notice too much. But yeah, basically when you train at altitude, you have to be really careful that you don't overcook things. So I try to train more to effort than to paces. And it worked before the Barcelona half, so I'm hoping it will work before London. I've got 3 more questions. For a morning run, what do you drink and what food do you consume? So I must admit I can't do runs fasted. I really don't like it. So I prefer to get up, have my normal breakfast, which on camp is a bowl of porridge, a couple of pieces of omelette, and either some pancakes or mandazis. So I tend to have a fairly big breakfast at around 7:30, and then I'll leave for my morning run at around 9 o'clock. So yeah, that's what I eat before, and I'll have probably 1 or 2 cups of tea before that, and then head out for my run after the food sort of got down. And especially before big workouts, I make sure I have a slightly bigger breakfast and try and eat that a little bit earlier so that I can let it get down, which is exactly what I'll do ahead of the London Marathon. When do you fit strength training in when marathon training? So I've got to admit, when I'm in peak marathon training, when things are pretty tough in terms of fatigue levels, gym is something that I sometimes will skip. But if I do it, I typically will do once or twice a week a strength session in the gym, and I'll do it on my hard days. So for example, after my Sunday long run, I'll do about 30 minutes of gym work in the evening, so that when I come back to my easy days, I'm not sort of adding in the gym stuff on those days, which could then hamper my training on the hard days. I think for me, strength work is kind of a bit in the base building phase, and as I get close to the race, I don't feel the need basically to do any strength work. I kind of get that from my training, especially on the hills over here in Kenya. So that's my honest answer. Someone said, can you beat Alex Yee? Alex will probably be running around 2:08 to 2:10, I reckon, at London Marathon, maybe even quicker. Alex Yee is a Olympic triathlete, gold medalist. So I will not be beating Alex unless he has a shocker of a day. I reckon there'll probably be about 10 to 15 minutes between us, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm not sure if that was a genuine question or not, but I won't be beating Alex in London, I don't think. And the final question is, how do you deal with post-run tiredness or post-long run tiredness? So my way of combating tiredness after my long runs is to eat. I get in a real carb-heavy meal afterwards, also focus on protein, but I think carbs are what really help sort of bring your body back to life after a long run. And I just chill out. If I need a nap, I'll take a nap. And yeah, my Sundays will, especially on camp, will consist of doing my 2.5 hour long run in the morning, and then I will do absolutely jack all day until the evening. So yeah, try and do as little as possible basically to combat the tiredness. But I understand people have busy lives, you can't always do that. But when I'm on camp, prioritize recovery by doing pretty much nothing other than the running. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the London Calling. There'll be one more episode that comes out before race day where I'll go through my race plan, my kit, my plan of attack for London. So yeah, just want to say a big thanks to everyone who supported the channel and the series so far. Check out Soar Running via the link below, and yeah, aspire to run to inspire, and I'll see you in the next one.